Hello, everyone. This is Ishan Shahane from RevSportz, and welcome to the morning show. We have lots of sports to discuss today. We have cricket, football, hockey, and badminton. Let me introduce my guests first. We have Devashish Sen, we have Raja, and Shomik. Raja, let's get started with some baddie. I think it's a little bit of heartbreak to begin with because Ashwini Ponappa and Tanisha Crasto, it was a tough match. That Thai duo gave them a really hard challenge. I mean, they lost that first game. They did well. They came back in the second game, and then they couldn't really hold their nerve and push on and win that third game. So, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's nerves getting to them? Do you think they should have pushed on and possibly gone on to win that third game after winning the second?
Definitely, Shan. Playing at home, you would have expected them to do better than lose the third game. They fought back very well to win that second game. Should have continued the momentum and won the match. But they played well. I think for a squad, for a team that is just over a year and a half together, they have done well. Unfortunately for them, they were not able to find that winning momentum and sustain what they had done in that second game. But credit to them, they played pretty well. But unfortunate and disappointing that they did not win the match.
But you do feel that they can possibly build from this and move on and get over this really soon and possibly get strong over time, right? That's a possibility.
Absolutely. They are probably the better pair at this point of time, thanks to Ashwini Ponappa's experience. Maybe ahead of Trisa Jolly and Gayatri Gopichand, getting towards ensuring that they go to the Olympic Games. They are a good combination. They need to be more consistent, especially against better ranked opposition. I think they will probably find their way through with time. I think they have till April in which to ensure qualification. So you will see a lot of them in the next few months. Hopefully they will find the rhythm and win some extra matches and not just bow out in the first round of the big events. They have it in them. They are a very, very good combination.
100%. And there was disappointment in for Srikanth as well. He was right there through that first game. Somehow he couldn't capitalize again. Does this come down to mental strength once again? At 22, maybe he was unlucky, but there was that moment for him to possibly get that win and then turn tables. But again, unfortunately, couldn't capitalize. So is it mental strength? What do you feel?
Ishan, he had the lead, but I think it was tiring. It probably more physical than mental, as far as I could see. I was watching the game in the stadium, and I could sense that he was slowing down a little bit. But you try and couch that by trying to hasten the pace of the game, and I think it backfired on him. I could be wrong. Sometimes players have got a plan A and a plan B in their mind. And sometimes sitting outside, we don't get to read that really well. But I thought it was more physical than mental because he's one tough player.
True.
I also believe that the Thomas Cup victory about 14, 15 months ago has been pretty draining on some players. Mm-hmm. And I think Srikanth has to really come back. But he's done well. He's got Parupalli Kashyap in his corner now alongside Gopichand. So they're going to try a few new things. I did ask him about the Olympic Games. He's out of the top 16 bracket at this point of time, ranked at 25th. He says he's been in the Olympic Games and he's missed an Olympic game. Yeah. So it's not going to be a new experience for him. So I think he's taking it one match at a time, one day at a time, just learning to enjoy what he's doing on court. He does some amazing things on court, but he needs to find the consistency, and that will come with better fitness. I think that is the key to Srikanth's game. Better fitness, and I think he will be a master player all over again.
Yes, that's so true. I think it comes down to fitness and using your abilities to the best use on the given day. Satvik Chirag continued their good form even though they lost the second game. So that's a bit of a positive news. They move on to the next round. Your thoughts on them, Raja?
I think it was good on them because they had to travel from Malaysia to Delhi, had a day's rest. And they came back and played pretty strong. The crowd was right behind them, and they draw from the crowd. There can be no question about that. Like Boria said in his tweet and told us as well, this is a pair that knows how to win matches. Yeah. This is a pair that is hungry for victory. This is a pair that wants to dominate world doubles. And I think it's great for India to see a combination like that, for them to be losing the grip on the game and then regaining it the way they did, especially with the crowd backing them. I think it's terrific for India that you will have a few Indians in the remaining in the second round, especially with Pranay and Priyanshu Rajawat in the men's singles, and then the men's doubles combination expected to go through to the final.
No, that's so true. It's extremely inspiring as well. So that's only going to do a world of good for them and the whole generation who's possibly inspired looking at them. We had Gagi at the India Open today, so she's out there. She was there yesterday, and she has a little something for us. She's made a little video for us. We'll have a quick look at that, and over to Gagi.
Welcome to RevSportz. I'm Gargi Raut. Classic Satvik Chirag show from the Indian star duo. They are through to the second round of the India Open. But when you look at this match, if you were watching this match, you know that it was an edge of the seat, nail-biting match. When we look at their scores, 21-15, Satvik and Chirag were cruising through the first game. But when it came to the second game, of course, they were down by 2 points, lost by 2 points. But then it was the third game that really turned things around. In the second game, when we look at it, Satvik and Chirag were really making a lot of mistakes that they usually don't, and they weren't looking their best self tonight. And they had a lot of pressure from the crowd as well, because the crowd had them really going, and you could tell that in the second game they were under some sort of pressure, some sort of mental pressure, and they weren't at their best. But in the third game, of course, you had to see a Satvik Chirag come back, and we did. And we will also be excited to see them in the second round. They will face an excellent opponent. When we look at HS Pranay and Priyanshu Rajawat as well, they'll be playing as well. But coming back to Satvik Chirag, they are in high spirits, and they've been talking about Paris Olympics as well. It is at the back of their minds, and they are preparing for it. But at the moment, everything's very well between the two. The communication is amazing, and it's going to be exciting to see them in the second round.
Some really good matches in Malaysia, and we only arrived late Monday night, and like I said, we couldn't really practice here at the main hall. But I think that's the scheduling is also as such that you can't really get used to the conditions quickly. But I think we have to get adjusted to it. It's difficult, but I think we are sort of happy that we could get that first win here, and hopefully we go deep into the tournament.
Malaysia Open, we are down throughout every matches. We are down in the semis also. 2014 we are down, still we won. But it's something we have to work in the second set. I mean, every time we are winning the first game and second game, I don't know. It's going on like in a row. It's 5 to 6 points. We are losing it. We need to break that rhythm from the next match. So we need to talk with our coach what's happening at that time. So it happened in Malaysia throughout the five matches, and again today also it happened. But still really happy the way we are playing, the way we really started here. So really excited. We wanted to do well in the Open last year. We couldn't perform because of my injury, but this time wanted to do well in front of crowd, and really amazing to see a lot of crowd here.
Like 7 months away from now, and I think it's still a long time from now, but I think obviously it's in the back of our minds, but not while we are playing these tournaments. I think we forget 7 months, we look at the game that is going on. We don't really think even of the next couple of rounds. We just take it one match at a time, and we've always played like that, and
All right, that was Gagi from the India Open yesterday at Delhi. Talking about some cricket, there was a fantastic match that took place yesterday, Afghanistan versus India. We already discussed this a bit yesterday. We're going to talk about it a little bit more today as well, because Rohit Sharma's century can be spoken about day after day. Devashi Sen, what a century.
Yeah, obviously now the focus shifts to that England series. Obviously, it's a big series since considering the World Test Championship 2023-25 cycle. Remember, we did not win the series against South Africa. It's obviously a tremendous win to start the year with that win in Cape Town. But then the entire focus now shifts on the test series against England. Obviously, England are coming well prepared. They had a 9-day. They are still undergoing a 9-day camp at Abu Dhabi, and remember they would be eyeing to win a series here in India. Last time they did manage to win was in 2012, so they would like to repeat that performance, obviously. But India in their own backyard it's too strong an opponent, I would say. So India will look to be the favorites, obviously, with Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. and in the recent form they are in. Obviously, Rohit into with that brilliant World Cup. Virat has also been good in the series in South Africa Test series particularly. So I think it's all looking good for the Indian cricket team going forward.
That's so good. Yes, Shomik, your quick thoughts on the game yesterday and the upcoming Test series?
The game yesterday was fabulous in the sense from the spectator's point of view. I mean, we talk about games going down to the wire. It was, I mean, two super overs, fantastic. Rohit Sharma got 100. I don't know how much that will help him as far as preparation for the Test series is concerned. But I mean, he has silenced a few critics with that knock. Rinku Singh was fantastic. But as far the Test series is concerned, see, India, I would be surprised if India doesn't win 5-0. I would be surprised. The pitches would be ranked earners. If there is anything different, I would be surprised. And how much, doesn't matter how much England prepare in the UAE for this Test series, they would still read Ashwin and Jadeja off the pitch rather than off the hand. And they'll still go for their predetermined sweep shots. And in the end, I would be very surprised if India doesn't win the series 5-0.
That's true. And there's some good news as well. Rishabh Pant seems to be fit. He was at the ground the other day against Afghanistan, and Shubhan has all the details. So have a look at this. Over to Shubhan.
A familiar face is making waves at the iconic M. Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bengaluru. Star wicketkeeper batter Rishabh Pant is signalling his return to cricket field. As the Indian cricket team gears up for the third T20I against Afghanistan, Pant's lively presence during a batting practice session has injected an air of excitement and anticipation. Draped in a black t-shirt and shorts, Pant faced throwdowns from the skilled National Cricket Academy staff in a net session that lasted around 20 minutes. The atmosphere was brimming with positivity, reflecting Pant's relentless efforts to reclaim his peak fitness. But it was not just about Pant's cricketing skills. It was about the camaraderie and infectious energy he brought to the training ground. From playful banter with Virat Kohli, featuring shirt tugging and laughter, to casual chats with Captain Rohit Sharma and teammates like Rinku Singh and Shivam Dube, Pant's interaction created a light-hearted atmosphere. Yet amid the banter and camaraderie, there was a subtle reminder of Pant's journey. Shadow practicing with a bat, he seemed to exhibit a slight hobble, a testament to his ongoing recovery from a car accident over a year ago. Torn ligaments in his right knee has led to 3 reconstructive surgeries, and Pant has been diligently rehabbing at the BCCI's NCA in Bengaluru. As the cricketing world eagerly awaits Pant's return to competitive action, all eyes are on IPL 2024, where he is likely to lead the Delhi Capitals as their captain. What do you think of Pant's involvement in the India's practice session? Do let us know in the comment section below and keep following RevSportz for more.
We spoke about cricket, we spoke about badminton. It's time for some hockey. The Indian girls have a huge task up ahead against them. It's against Germany. They obviously have that momentum with them, but it's going to be quite a battle, Raja. It's not going to be an easy one. Germany has a quality side. The Indian girls obviously might feel that pressure going into that game. What do you feel about this game, and how do you think they should possibly plan this, the whole game plan out?
I think after winning 2 good games, India really need to keep the momentum going. It's not going to be easy against Germany because it's a superior side. I don't think there is any doubt about that. In this whole tournament, if there is any one team that is actually superior than India, it is Germany. Yes. Whether you win or lose this game, if you win the game, then you obviously got an Olympic Games berth for sure. But if you don't win the game, then there is that third place playoff, which becomes very important for India. So India has got to be smart. India has got to play good hockey, sensible hockey against Germany. It's not beyond India to try and battle hard against Germany. But in doing that, India should not lose a player, a critical player, through a red card or something like that, to in that for that playoff game.
Yeah.
So it's very important that India remains conscious of what it is doing. It is a good side. Savita's leading a fairly young side, which is pretty fit. There have been good goal scorers for India. They played smart hockey, going to attack from the word go. I think it's important for India to sustain that. Not going to be easy against Germany, Ishan.
It's
Not by any stretch of imagination. But what is sport if it is not about challenges? I think this Indian team is ready to take on challenges. Shopman, the coach who has been talking to RevSportz frequently, is confident that the Olympic berth can be nailed in this tournament.
So true, Raja. And I think it's only from those challenges, it's from those challenges that we can actually grow stronger. So I think it's a challenge that they should take head on and possibly give their best. We had Bharat, who was at the stadium yesterday. So here's what he has to say.
So here we are a day before the big match between India and Germany at the hockey stadium in Ranchi. Obviously today it is an empty stadium, but make no mistake, tomorrow it will be jam-packed even 3-4 hours before the match commences. Yes, it's going to be a huge clash, a tough clash for India because Germany have a lot of capable players. Let it be in the defense, let it be in the forward line, let it be the midfield, let it be penalty corners as well. Yes, they had problems in Japan, they couldn't convert any of the 14 penalty corners. But make no mistake, again, they will come out firing. Let it be their variations, let it be direct track flicking from Nicky Lawrence to everyone else. You expect them to come out firing on all cylinders against India. From India's point of view, yes, Salima Tete, she will be the big player to watch out for. She has been the live wire, the heartbeat of the Indian side. She has been the playmaker from the right flank, and expect her to be again the one to watch out for. Adita Duhan as well, her penalty corners, the way she has converted 2-3 times penalty corners, as well as her defense, the way she has combined with Monica Malik, and this has been a huge change in India's. This has played a huge part in India's change of fortunes. Let it be against New Zealand, let it be against Italy, and they have the momentum. Yes, expect Germany to come out on top, but the fans here, the ecstatic fans, the kind of crowds you get here, that should also play a part in helping India to do well tomorrow. The big incentive obviously is if India wins tomorrow, they will qualify for the Olympics, and that is something that should drive Indian team to really do well and try to perhaps upset the apple cart and come out on top.
All right, it's now time for some football. Again, an epic match. It's going to be a big one. Uzbekistan versus India. A lot of expectations and a lot of pressure again on the Indians. They did well against Australia. They lost 2-0, unfortunately, but again, a good fight shown. Devashish, what are your thoughts on this match? You know, there was a lot of discussion that there was a crowd support in the previous game as well, and I'm sure there'll be a crowd support in the game today. So what do you feel about that, and how do you think the crowd might also push the boys ahead?
Ishan, I would say that it will test the character of Indian football players. Means obviously with that spirited performance against Australia, losing by a margin of only 2 goals, means there will be expectations. There will be huge expectations from the fans after that performance against Australia. So now people, but you need to sustain that momentum. Means obviously, if you lose by a big margin against Uzbekistan, then again people will start, oh come on, Indian football, and they just perform one match and then again they deep down. That shouldn't be the case. They should keep the momentum going. Yes, Afghanistan, yes, Uzbekistan are ranked number 65 in the world. But having said that, means obviously in sports, you have upsets. Means obviously after that spirited performance, India should be confident enough. Means they didn't need to have that positive vibe within themselves in that team. And obviously there was a surprise change. I think for today's match, I think we might see Amrinder Singh in the goal. For me, I would have loved to see Gurpreet Singh under the goal, because after that, obviously Howler in the first match against Australia, he should have been persisted with. That should have done a world of good for his confidence. But then, having said that, all India would love to see is a spirited performance. There's some purpose in the attack. Means some help for Sunil Chetri, maybe a Changte who can and Manvinder playing a crucial role, and try and convert every opportunity. We still would. ponder about that miss that Sunil Chhetri in that 14th minute against Australia. Had he scored that goal, things would have been different. Obviously, we might not ended up winning the game, but at least a goal against Australia, that would have done a world of good as far as their confidence is concerned. But having said that, it's a big game coming up against Uzbekistan, and the boys should take their heart out from that performance against Australia. Ishan.
No, absolutely. It's going to be a huge game, and I think they will put their hearts out there. Shaumek, any comments on the game?
See, the first game against Australia, the gap was big between Australia and India. Between Uzbekistan and India, the gap was not that big. There is a gap, of course. But that, I think, with the willpower, with work rate, with discipline, can be bridgeable. India could take a lot of heart from their performance against Australia. Basically, but for Gurpreet Sawla, we don't know what could have happened. Maybe Australia were under pressure. They were under pressure to win. India had nothing to lose. Now, I would like to see India showing a little more attacking ambitions in the game against Uzbekistan. Another attacking player pairing up with Sunil Chhetri up front. Number one. Number two is that who is going to be the goalkeeper? Please keep an eye on that, because by custom, what happens in the pre-match press conference, the player who is playing, who is starting, he comes along with the head coach or the manager. Now, in today's press conference, Timach was there and Amrinder was there. I'm not saying that Amrinder would be starting, but I mean, between the lines, is Gurpreet going to lose his place after the howler against Australia? So tomorrow's team selection could be a bit interesting, the starting lineup.
Yes, it'll be interesting to watch. And we have Swapnil and Rahul, who are currently in Doha. They're building up to the game. Let's have a look at what they have to say.
Hi, this is Rahul for RevSportz, and along with me is Swapnil, and we are now here at the Al Egla 10 training ground, where India is serving their last minute preparation for the big game, India versus Uzbekistan. Yes, we have an update from the training ground. The update is the whole team is fit for the game.
Yeah.
Day before yesterday, we reported that Akash Mishra limped off at the last minute of the training when he faced a rough tackle from Mahesh Naurem. But yesterday also he joined the training session. He seemed fully fit for the game, and today also he was there with the team. And without any doubt, maybe he can replace Subhashish Bose in the playing 11. Still not sure about him.
Yeah.
But as Igor Stimac indicated in the press conference, that there might be 3 or 4 chances. We predict there might be, we can see Brendan Fernandes, Rahul KP from the beginning. But I think Akash Mishra can also start. But another thing that we have noticed is that Amrinder Singh was not there along with Gurpreet and Vishal Keth in the goalkeeper drills, because Amrinder Singh came in the training, but he didn't join the team even for the warm-up. I mean, today he was present in the press conference, but today in the training he didn't join the team for the warm-up. So I don't think tomorrow also we are going to see Amrinder even in the bench as well. But Swapnil, how does the mood in the camp we saw just now?
Yeah, the mood looks good. They are energized. They are like positive for the game. Like in the morning, Steve said on the press conference, we are confident. Boys are mentally prepared for the game. And one thing I would say on record is, I think Keith is gonna start tomorrow.
Maybe,
I don't know. I'm just saying. I think Keith is gonna start.
Yeah, if Vishal Keth gets a chance, it will be a big moment for him, getting a chance in such a big tournament. Last game, I know it was Gurpreet was a bit unlucky. Why not give chance to a new goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Because, we need to think about the future as well. So that's it from now from India's training ground. Me, Rahul and Swapnil signing off from the Al Egla training ground.
Okay, that's them from Doha. And it's a RevSportz initiative, a conclave that's going to happen in early March. All of us over here are supremely excited for it. I think it's an opportunity for all of us to grow and learn from each other as well as the athletes. Raja, if you could just, speak a few words on this event and the importance of it.
Last year, I was in the first Trailblazer conference, the conclave in Kolkata. But this year's got bigger. The 26 athletes who have already signed up, who will be present there. There are federation presidents. There will be sports scientists. I think it's going to be a wonderful bouquet of people who are going to share their thoughts freely. And I'm sure there will be a wonderful white paper that emerges out of the Trailblazers Conclave Season 2. like you said, Ishan, rightly, we learn from one another, we learn from shared experiences, and this conclave is all about shared experiences. And this is the Olympic year. You can't get any bigger than that. And to have a number of people who have been there, done that, take Vishwanath Anand, not really an Olympic sport, but if he's going to be there, if Abhinav Bindra is going to be there, what more can you ask for? And if Neeraj Chopra is going to join online, what more can student of sport ask for? This is something I'm looking forward to, because this is, let me put it this way, it is my way of refueling my knowledge of Indian sport every year on year, and I'm already looking forward to being in Kolkata for Trailblazers.
Same here. And Devashish, your thoughts? If you have to sum it up.
Obviously, if Trailblazers Conclave 1 was great, it's going to be even greater this time round. Or we 2 days means 2 days, March 7 and March 8, mark the dates in the calendar. 2 days a sporting conclave. The country has never witnessed such a conclave for 2 days, especially when it comes to sport. And be it Olympic sport, be it para athlete, be it able-bodied athlete, means it's amazing. And another interesting thing is that women's lineup, women's sports stars lineup means obviously
Women's Day as well on that day. So
we have the International Women's Day on March 8, and that day especially focuses on women athletes. So that is something, a great initiative, and RevSportz has always supported this initiative. Means obviously, as Boriada has always nurtured this campaign of it's sport for all. It's not just cricket but multidiscipline, and that is what RevSportz is all about. And this conclave is a great learning curve for everyone.
100%. Shamik, to wrap it up.
Yeah, see, I said this at the Trailblazer 2 launch also. This is a celebration of sport, and this is an opportunity to share knowledge. And what RevSportz is organizing is one of a kind. Rarely, you won't get an opportunity like this to have so many legends, so many greats of the game across different sporting disciplines under one roof. It's a fantastic opportunity for young players, for reporters, for everybody who will be present. And once again, it will be a celebration of sport.
Absolutely. And I don't think March could come any sooner. We all are eagerly waiting. And on that note, we're going to leave you with a little package made on the conclave, so all the viewers will get to know a little bit more about it. We hope you enjoy it and have a great day ahead. Thank you.
50 days to go for the second edition of the RevSportz Trailblazers Conclave presented by Tata Steel. 7th and 8th of March at the ITC Royal Bengal Hotel in Kolkata, 30 plus athletes. It has never happened in Indian sporting history. From Olympic champions to current stars, Olympic and Paralympic greats, all of them coming together in Olympic and Paralympic year. From Abhinav Bindra and Pullela Gopichand and Mahesh Bhupati and Vishwanathan Anand and Saurav Ganguly and Saurav Ghoshal, you have a number of youngsters. You have Esha Singh, Sift Kaur Samra, Shriyanka Sadangi. Among women, you have the legends in Mary Kom, Anju Bobby George, Nikhat Zareen. Among Paralympic greats, you have Manasi Joshi, you have Suhas Yathiraj, Pramod Bhagat, and the list goes on. This will be the defining conclave for sport in India. Sessions on leadership, sessions on women's health and mental health, sessions on handling pressure, legends speaking to current stars who are all going to be part of Paris 2024. If you are a follower of sport, this is your place to be. So save the date, 7th and 8th of March in Kolkata at the ITC Royal Bengal, 2 days. And on day 1, which is the 7th of March, we will also have a very special musical concert curated by Maestro Bikram Ghosh. So as I said, if you are a follower of sport and you love a celebration of your country, this is where you need to be come March. 50 days to go for the Trailblazers Conclave. We will keep coming to you, building up talk about our athletes, talk about our speakers, talk about our panels. So watch this space as we count down to the biggest ever sports conclave in Indian sporting history.